morning. Pretty quiet start out there. We have lots of clouds, but temperatures not as cold as the last couple of mornings. That will change, but at least for today, high temperatures will settle into the lower 40s for a few hours, becoming breezy by the afternoon. Can't rule out a brief sprinkle or mountain flurry. Not expecting much. There's just not a lot of moisture with these clouds. This evening, though, colder air starts to rush in from the north as a big storm system. This is going to be a big weather maker and a newsmaker across the eastern seaboard and New England. A lot of folks up there are going to see blizzard-like conditions and actually blizzard conditions as some areas close to Boston. And if you're still in the coastal areas, could see up to 18, maybe 20, 24 inches of snow, as that's going to be a real big storm up for areas into the north and east. For us, though, the moisture really won't get kicked in until it's past us to the east, although this evening and tonight we will see a few flurries and a couple of mountain snow showers. May dust some of the mountains off. Can't rule that out along the plateau. Maybe Sand Lookout Mountain Signal on over through Mulberry Mountain as well. Into the eastern parts of the viewing area, especially into some of those higher elevations, Chilhowie, Big Frog, areas like that. They'll see a little bit more, but everybody here in the valley, just a few flurries. That's not going to be the big story. So this system will be mainly dry with the exception of a few early evening and nighttime flurries. Now, what will be a big story will be the cold, and this will be the coldest air mass that we've had all winter long. It's been a pretty cold January, but we haven't had like any biting cold. And tonight into tomorrow morning will probably be the first area of real biting cold that we'll have to deal with wind chills close to zero in some spots, maybe below zero in some of the mountains. So lows will fall between about 15 and 20 as it's just going to feel cold all day Saturday, even with sunshine returning, a breeze out of the north. High temperatures will struggle to get above freezing, lower to middle 30s, and then again tomorrow night, another cold night, but it'll be a still cold. It won't feel as cold with lows between about 20 and 23. So yes, it's going to be one of those nights to where I'm going to go ahead and drip my faucets just to be on the safe side and go ahead and do all those winter preps that sometimes that we forget about. Obviously, care about your pets and check on the elderly, especially if they don't have good heating type systems. So it's just going to be one of those nights to where it'll be probably the coldest night that we may have this winter season. Although looking ahead, that is questionable. We'll get into that here in just a minute. After the weekend, we start to moderate. In fact, by Sunday, some of us will be near 50 degrees, and then next week back into the 50s. Rain likely Wednesday into Thursday, and then that's going to be followed by another surge of colder air. Right now, computer models are indicating this is going to get a little bit colder than what we were earlier thinking. So we may be in the kind of the same type of boat that we're going to be in this weekend, as colder air was going to be moving in after just a brief warm up for the beginning of next week. So that's going to be moving into a new month of February. Early indications 2 weeks ago was that the air may modify a little bit and we may not be as cold the month of February, but we may get teased Monday and Tuesday, and then some more cold weather may push back in after a wet midweek, and that would be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of next week. So a lot to talk about. We're going to miss a big storm this evening, tonight, and tomorrow. Just a few mountain flurries, but the cold will set up shop through a good part of the weekend. So be sure and prepare for that. Stay warm, be safe. Today, though, not a bad day. Highs lower 40, so you really won't feel it until later this evening, and especially tonight if you're heading out. So, hey, take care. Have a great rest of your Friday, and we'll talk to you later.